Before we begin, I want to say a huge thank you to Nick Cortez and the Shapeshifter for voice acting in this video. In Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan and Yoda discover that Anakin is responsible for the catastrophic destruction upon the Jedi Temple. Yoda sends Obi-Wan to face Anakin on Mustafar, and he goes to Emperor Palpatine. But what if this wasn't the case? What if Obi-Wan went with Yoda to fight Palpatine? Obi-Wan Kenobi and Master Yoda traveled to the Republic Executive Building to face their greatest enemy, Supreme Chancellor Palpatine. As they approached the Chancellor's office, they could feel the dark side surrounding them. They readied their lightsabers, determined to end Palpatine's reign of terror once and for all.
Master Yoda, I must be cautious. Palpatine is more powerful than we could ever imagine.
Indeed, Obi-Wan, but falter we cannot. The future of the galaxy, in our hands it rests.
They entered the office to find Palpatine waiting for them. He stood there, his eyes shining with a golden malice glow and his lightsaber already ignited.
Jedi Masters, you survived. No matter, your feeble efforts will be in vain. For I am a master as well, a master of the dark side. You should kneel before me.
Obi-Wan and Yoda stepped forward, ready for the fight of their lives. Tension filled the air as either side knew the fate of this duel. Yoda began by leaping for Palpatine's throat, the sound of clashing lightsabers echoing upon the building's walls. The three battled fiercely, but Palpatine's speed and strength was overwhelming. Kenobi was knocked in the head, disorientating him momentarily as Palpatine shot bolts of lightning from his fingertips, hitting Kenobi in the chest and sending him flying into the wall unconscious. This left Yoda alone to fight the Sith Lord.
I expected so much more. You'll need an entire legion of Jedi to defeat me.
Strong you are, Emperor, but the light prevail it will.
Yoda engaged with Palpatine and swung diligently, trying to locate any form of opening that will lead to him winning this fight. He fought with all of his might, but Palpatine was far too powerful. The Emperor caught Yoda mid-swing and disarmed him before forcing him to the ground, beating him mercilessly. Palpatine towered over the beaten Grand Master.
At last, now my empire will reign over the galaxy for centuries to come, and your Jedi Order shall be struck from existence. Finally, you have lost, Master Yoda.
Palpatine was blinded by his lust for power and his desire to kill Yoda. For decades, he had pretended to befriend Yoda, to befriend the entire Jedi Order. So he was taking this moment in, savoring it as he knew he would never get another chance. His obsession with ruling the galaxy caused him to be blind to Obi-Wan stepping back to his feet. Kenobi lunged at Palpatine, catching him completely off guard. Palpatine turned, but could only defend a few strikes from Kenobi's blade before one pierced his strong heart. He fell to the floor, taking his final breath. Emperor Palpatine was dead, along with his reign of terror. Meanwhile, on the planet Mustafar, Padme Amidala and Anakin were in the midst of an ugly conversation. Padme was heartbroken by what Anakin had become.
Anakin, what are you doing? Please stop and come back to me. I won't love you like this.
But Anakin wasn't listening.
I need to do this. The dark side is the only way that I can save you.
But you killed thousands of people, Anakin. Children. How could you do that? You're about to be a father. Please come back before it's too late.
I'm doing this for you. How can't you see that? Come with me now.
No, Anakin, I can't. Please, just leave me alone.
Tears flooded Padme's face as she slowly turned away from him. She ran to her ship, desperate to escape the horrors that encapsulated her mind. Turning the engines on, she flew away from the fiery planet. Anakin, and a state of worry and anger followed her, determined to save her and their love. Back on Coruscant, Obi-Wan received a call from Ahsoka Tano, who had just survived Order 66. She asked Obi-Wan what had happened.
Ahsoka, Palpatine is dead, but Anakin has fallen to the dark side. He destroyed the Jedi Temple. We need your help. How fast can you get to Coruscant?
Actually, I'm already on Coruscant, Obi-Wan.
Padme and Anakin landed at their apartment on Coruscant. Anakin pleaded with Padme, begging her to reconsider. Padme was upset, and she didn't want to be around Anakin anymore. But before she could say anything, Ahsoka came into her point of view.
Ahsoka?
Anakin spun around at the mention of her name.
Anakin, I know what you've done, but it's not too late. You can still change.
I don't need to change.
Anakin, you destroyed the Jedi Order, your home. I don't know why you believe these lies that Palpatine spread into your mind, but that's what they are, lies.
Deep down, Anakin knew that she was right. He had been manipulated, but he was afraid.
She is right. You know, it's not too late to fix everything you have done.
Obi-Wan and Yoda marched into their apartment too. This plan better work, Kenobi thought to himself.
Obi-Wan, Master Yoda.
Obi-Wan stepped forward and explained that Palpatine is dead, the Sith are dead, and the war is over. He can't continue down this path of evil. He gains nothing from it. Obi-Wan was as wise as ever.
But Palpatine was the only person who could save Padme. You have practically sentenced her to death! Anakin, Padme is fine. Your visions were just a manifestation of your fear and your anger. But it is not too late for you to turn back to the light. You have been a great Jedi Knight, and we believe in you.
Slowly, his friends managed to get through to him.
The dark side clouds everything. Consume you it will. Then too late it will be. Choose you must, young Skywalker. The path of the light, or the path of darkness.
Anakin thought about everything they had said, and slowly he began to understand. He realized that he had been wrong, and that his actions had caused nothing but pain and suffering. Anakin turns back to the light in this moment. Padme runs to him and hugs him. She is relieved. All she has ever wanted is his love, and that is exactly what she got.
What happens now?
Anakin asks, worried and disappointed.
Leave you must.
Kenobi supported what Yoda said. He explained that he had to leave the Republic forever. If he remained, they would be forced to throw him in prison. If it wasn't for his friendship with Obi-Wan, he would have been put in confinement for the rest of his life. Padme was just relieved that she had Anakin back, and didn't care where they lived, as long as they had each other. Padme and Anakin left the Republic. She gave birth to twins who she named Luke and Leia, but also survived the pregnancy, much to Anakin's surprise. They lived out the rest of their days in peace, raising their children and giving them the best life possible. They were happy, and the galaxy was at peace once again. Obi-Wan and Yoda, with Ahsoka's help, moved to rebuild the Jedi Order. Kenobi sent out a message to all surviving Jedi that it was safe to come back to the temple. There, they slowly began training the next generation to be better than what they were. In this new order, the Jedi would stay far away from politics to never encounter a threat like Palpatine again. And so, the story of Anakin Skywalker and the Clone Wars came to an end, as the Jedi Knights and the Republic continued to stand strong against the forces of evil. If you enjoyed today's video, you must watch What If Ahsoka went to Mustafar instead of Obi-Wan, or what if Anakin never had nightmares of Padme dying. Please consider joining our Patreon page if you would like to support the channel. The links are in the description below. All proceeds go towards making better videos for you guys. Thank you all for watching, and may the Force be with you.